All right, let's see, shall we? I think we're ready to go. Uh, Interesting. You guys don't seem to be getting any audio. Why is that? Hmm. Okay, one sec. Let me try to figure this out. Okay, I think that's fixed it. Don't know what happened. My audio source disappeared briefly, and it's back now, so you should be able to hear it. It's a very epic. Sounds like boss music of some sort. Okay, and then I think that's good. I think we're good to go. So let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope y'all had a great week, or a good week at least. I'm doing okay. I stayed up way too late last night trying to, well, not trying to, playing a game, trying to beat a boss. It's an older game, Death's Door, where you play as a crow. Kind of. It's a challenging combat game, but it's much more in the style like top-down Zelda's kind of combat style with some dodge rolls and things. It's quite fun, but I thought I was at near the end of the game, so I pushed through to finish it. Turns out there's quite a bit of like post-game content in there, so I didn't actually quite get as far as I was hoping I would. It's fine. Just means I have something else to do later this evening. So let's get started doing the painting review from a few weeks ago. Because last week I was ill and was not able to do a painting. So let's take a look at, with fresh eyes, the rendition I made of the 12th Architect, I think is the name of the character. Oh, hit some button. Okay, we're still good. So this is what we made this is what I made a couple weeks ago. What do I see? I think the big thing that I do like is the kind of the glow. Oops. Oh my gosh. Hitting all the wrong buttons. The glow effects that I put on all of the surfaces. I think I missed a little bit here that could have been brought up a little bit, because the entire body of the 12th Architect is underneath the bright light. One of the things I would have liked to do is actually establish like a floor plane for Hornet to be standing on, and not just vague squiggles, like vague squiggles of shadows and things like that. So having a fully defined floor would have been nice, I think. Not bad the way it is. And then there's this part here, which I just ran out of time to fix, because I shifted the entire door down a little bit. And then maybe spend some more time thinking about what, not Hornet herself, but like what goes in the background of this area here. So it's not just some random glow. I think that would have been good. But again, not terrible. As for what the painting I want to do this week, I actually want to try to push myself to really fully render out a painting. So I want to try to do something that is like a multi-week project and not just the 2 hours today. So I'm going to be, I think, trying to come up with an idea to celebrate the entirety of Silksong. I feel like I'm maybe 2 weeks away from finishing the game. Well, maybe. We'll see. I probably shouldn't promise that, because that seems like I'm just courting disaster in terms of like a tough boss fight or something. But the idea is I'd like to have a piece that I can I don't know, have as a background or something for what's the word? To celebrate completing the game. At least before the DLC that drops, whenever that is. Because I don't think we got any new information from Summer's Games Fest, did we? Did I miss something? Either way, it's going to be a couple of weeks, so I want to give myself a couple of weeks time to like really make a polished piece and not try to push for speed as I typically try to do in these the weekly paintings, because I have to try to get it done in 2 hours, which is a big ask if there's a lot of characters. So, for example, one of the things that I'd like to be able to do is like clean up the shape of the chair, so just kind of more of a flat surface and not that stuff. So like just a nice curve instead of, you know, the choppiness. Anyway, so towards that end, I actually don't know what I want the subject to be. I think obviously the subject should probably be Hornet, and a bunch of characters in the background, but I also actually don't know who I want to include in that. Trobio, obviously, he's still my favorite character, and just flamboyant and fireworks and fantastic. But I feel like I'd like I don't know what setting to put it in, because Farloom is not really, doesn't have as defined an area, I don't think. Because in the first Hollowknight, you enter at Dirtmouth, and Dirtmouth is a good setting for like just the painting of the night. You could have the mountain in the background and a bunch of characters around there. Because Dirtmouth doesn't move, but like, yes, Bellheart is, I guess, kind of analogous to that, but it's not the first place you end up, so it's not really, you're not nostalgic to go back there. I could do Mount Faye, the Slab, the Citadel maybe. The Citadel might be a cool visual. I don't know what that looks like from the outside though. I can kind of infer from some of the backgrounds that it's like tall spires and looks like a citadel, but I don't know if there's any kind of full renditions of that at all. So maybe I just need to start looking up some reference images for different locations, see if anything inspires me to do a background. Because again, I know I want to have a bunch of characters in there, but again, not knowing how all their stories end is maybe rough. So I don't want to dig too much into the characters before I get too far into the game. So we're gonna actually do something a little bit different, and I will just bring up my reference screen instead of just the reference image, and then we'll just poke around the Silksong wiki for a bit, see if there's any images that inspire a setting for the painting. We'll start with the Citadel, because it's really the coral chambers I think of most when I think of the Citadel, like especially the outdoor areas. Do we have wait, is the first, was it the first shrine not here? Or Songclave, sorry. Songclave is... do we not have images for Songclave? Just the location of it? Alright. Helpful. Okay, so actually maybe the memoriam is where I want to look at it, because there's the outdoor bridge, right? So I can see, okay, a bunch of like curved spires at the top, some white buildings maybe. I can maybe work with that. Let's keep that one open. See what else we got for try not to read too many entries that I haven't seen yet. What other areas? Oh, the in Citadel, there's the entrance, right? The Grand Gate. Maybe I could use the Grand Gate as inspiration. Not really. Doesn't look like the Grand Bridge. I mean, yeah, that actually maybe works. All right. So, what is the perspective that I want to have then for the image? Alright, so we'll do this. We'll go back to... oh, forgot to mention this time. Using Krita, the drawing painting program, I have a display tablet down here, so when I'm looking over this way, I'm drawing on the tablet. When I am looking up here, it's the reference image, and then chat is over here. So that's the eye line right there. If you're curious, I can close this one. I don't need to save it. I have a new image file, which I do feel like I'll need to make a bigger one to really work on the drawing or continue work on the painting next week. So I'll probably just recreate the file, copy things over at some point. But for now, it's only a 1440p canvas. But if I'm going to make it a wallpaper, I'd like to make it like a 4K and then scale it down. Anyway, let's start just kind of doodling some sketches, because I really have no idea what I want the final piece to look like. So the first thought I had is maybe we have Hornet challenging Farloom is maybe the idea. So, oh, that's a terrible Hornet. Come on. This is a thumbnail. Shouldn't be that. I probably should have done a warm-up sketch this morning. Oh. But billowing out this way because she's walking towards Farloom. And then what? The Citadel. Off in the distance. This would be the Grand Bridge, right? So it would be... Oh, I need to really do perspective stuff for this to make it work. Oh, what is... There's some... lampposts. What a weird shaped lamppost. Guess that's fine. There's some balconies and some weird offshoot rooms and things. So I could do that. It doesn't. That feels more like a setting out on a journey, not like a saying goodbye and thank you to all the characters that we've met along the way. And we do other lampposts here. maybe one there as well. Yeah, I think, let's see, if I'm going to do that, it absolutely needs to be much smaller, because this is supposed to be the grand. Oh, brush. The grand bridge. Big ornamental gate. Not terrible. Not really feeling it though. Let's see. There's the other one that I already have where it's Hornet playing the needle in with Sherma. Playing the needle in. I'll have it go this way. Do a little bit better composition. And then we have Sherma. Oh, not Sherma. Sorry, this is Chakra. Chakra doing her singing. Got her bag of stuff. Does she have a bag of things? She has her... and then have Sherma. That's too tall for Sherma. We have a nice little band coming together. Got her little bell. And a needle? I don't remember what she plays it with. Is it just a... just a stick? And we have Trobio, of course. Oh gosh, it's been too... Trobio has the heart. Does he have a pointy face? Can't remember. He's got the big floofy cloak. This was the pose that I drew him in last time. He's just taking a bow. Which I guess is fine. Or I change my mind and we try to figure this out next week, because I just remembered that I ran into Sherma's master last time. Sherma's master sitting on the ground in that water. It's a very beautiful image, so maybe she gets included, even though I don't really know who she is, and I don't really remember what she looks like. She's got, I think, also probably the horn thing that Sherma has. She was just larger. The waterfall. The water hitting her, there's the rocks, and then when it was playing the needle in here. And then Sherma was singing on this side. So basically this pose, but Whoops. That's a thing I could do. I don't know. We could have it all on Trobio's stage. They could be reenacting the play afterwards. That's maybe a fun idea. They're all there taking a bow afterwards. Maybe I do that. Which, if that's the case, I don't remember what Trobio's stage looks like. Let's pull that up, shall we? Right, so the Grand Gate. I am now looking for I guess bosses. Robio. Huh. Lots of bosses I haven't fought yet, apparently. Oh, and I wish his claw mirror was better. Alright, Robio, what is your stage? I mean, presumably, that's a miniature representation of the Citadel. Because this looks like it could be like a miniature Grand Gate, and this is kind of somewhat of the spires, and I can definitely imagine there being this kind of thing on top of the Citadel. So I might actually use this as a reference image for the Citadel, now that I think about it. Can you guys see that? Kind of. Let's zoom in a little bit. Alright. Yeah, so ignore Trobio pretending to be dead on the stage. You know, I might do that. We'll make this like a Super Mario, World 3, where it's like supposedly a play. Whoop, there goes my pen. You know what? Let's do that. So we'll have some like stage curtains. We'll have this massive behemoth. And the stage. You see what I'm doing? Yeah. Stage will be here. Have the Citadel representation be honestly probably bigger. I want it to be most of the stage. Take some artistic license with doing this. Have the door here. There's this, and then there's a bunch of lumpy things leading up to a spire. Kind of these towers are always somewhat phallic, which is really unfortunate. Did I overshoot the size of this? I did by quite a bit. All right. If that's the case, that's the case. I'll keep going with the layout sketch and then just readjust it for the final one. It's fine. Ooh. Wait, what? It just goes down. Great. That's not concerning at all. My proportions are way off, but that's fine. It's fine. So we have the stage We'll have I wonder if we have maybe it's what is that face? That's supposed to be Trobio. That's not Trobio. Oh. Trobio wielding the needle, pretending to be Hornet. I think that'd be fun. We'd have not knowing who the final boss of the game is gonna make this difficult for, I don't know, there's the widow, right? She has this weird like silky weaver thing going on. Ooh, what would be funny is if we have it clear that it is Sherma underneath a costume hood of the, I don't know, bad guy. And that, sorry, not Sherma. Chakra and Sherma is down here. Pulling it above her head to represent a bigger creature. So they're working together to play, and then Hornet is just, whoops, just in the front row. Just see her head. Oh man, with her big antlers, it'd be kind of a nightmare to sit behind her in a play, wouldn't it? You know what? I think that's a fun idea. Yeah, I think it's not gonna get everybody that I want in there. So this may not be like the big finale of the game for the art. I mean, but it is a fun, silly idea that I would like to do. Trying to decide what boss they should be. Because if they're not going to be the final boss of the game, it should be something that is probably pretty recognizable from the Citadel. So let's go back. And then let's see what bosses we got that I can work with in the Citadel. So we got areas, the Citadel. What boss looks like it would be fun to have characters pretend to be? Probably a long one, because I'm envisioning this more of like a lion dance or a dragon dance kind of thing. Oh, here we go. There's an architecture of the Citadel. I didn't see that before. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna say I stand by. I think Trobio's stage design is supposed to be a representation of the Citadel. We got the statues, right? What else? Pilgrims. That's not really what I'm looking for. we have smaller areas. All right, I guess we'll go explore them one by one. See, okay, I haven't cleared the high halls yet. There's still that boss room that I gotta finish. Cogwork Core. Act 2. Do we have a boss in here? I don't remember a boss. Oh, the Cogwork Dancers. That's right. No, those characters probably don't pretend to be a Cogwork Dancer. The Whispering Vaults. They have the big Vault Keeper. Oh, the Vault Keeper's friend. Oh. Yeah, that's not an enemy that I want. Did White Ward have an enemy? I don't remember if that White Ward had a boss. Well, haven't fought him yet. I just looked at the Cogwork Core. That was the dancers. Grand Gate had the last judge to get in, right? Nope. Okay, what other... I don't know, I guess it just... We'll just go bosses. See if there's anything that looks correct that I could use. There's the Widow. There's Sister Splinter, maybe. Ooh, the fourth chorus? I don't know how I would get two characters to pretend to be the fourth chorus, though. Grohl. Bleh. Trobio. Oh, I haven't even been to Act 3. Let's not look at those ones yet. Alright, so out of the enemies that I have access to, the Widow's kind of the only one that makes sense for them to be playing. Because she has a lot of different legs, if that makes the most sense. Alright, so we'll go with the Widow. Especially since the way that she's described, I'm pretty sure they describe her as either a fallen weaver or like a weaver's creation. So I think that is maybe what we'll see from something similar from the final boss. Either way, I think we'll start with that and then see what else we got. You know what? Maybe I'll actually see if there is a Act 2 boss that's... Oh, here we go. Grandmother this up. Is my estimation correct? Close enough. Yeah. Okay. So it's a weaver of sorts. I do think Widow probably is more like what it'll actually look like if it's a play version of the character. So, let's... Oh no, that was not the right button. Okay. So let's do... Oh, that's not the... Apologies for that. Not the right button. Yes, again. Thumbnail sketches. And then we'll do instead of what I usually do in copying the thumbnail over, whoops. We will instead just go with there we go. I don't know what that was about. We'll go with I'll just do the sketch from scratch, I think, just so I can get a better sense of the layout. So first things first, let's do the background, which I want to get a fuller picture of. Because yeah, it's much smaller layout. Yeah, and I just like the framing of it. It's a lot of fun. So we have the stage itself. Close enough. Nope, I take it back. We'll do... This side won't be here. We'll see the full stage. There'll be the border on the top and the bottom, which will hopefully maybe give it a more cinematic effect or feel, because the aspect ratio will be slightly different. We'll do some curtains there, add some curtains to this side or something, and then we'll do I need to easier for me to draw a straight line. We have the bottom of the stage here. Oh, it's not straight at all. There we go. Better. Oops. Got a bunch of chairs. We'll have Hornet sitting down here off to the side watching the performance, because I think it's a funny touch. We have the stage itself, maybe slightly higher than the chairs. Alright, and then we're just going to create a new layer to sketch this, because I 100% going to have to resize this later. So we have the Citadel. The Citadel is going to be this. Oh. Go. And it goes down further back here. Too much of an angle. Okay, so it's much flatter. A little bit of a thing here. Have the gate. This thing. Do I have enough space now for the other big thing, which is... Oops. It's too tall now. Alright. You know what? Let us instead center this and then make everything else fit in relation to that. Out a bit. thing in front of it. Okay, which means that this is too tall. Bring this down a little bit. This comes down and then out. Bump. But this is here. Here. Bike goes up to here. Alright, which means that this comes out further. And then if we try to make it symmetrical-ish, that comes out to there, and then there's another section that comes out that way, side over there. Okay. And then there's... What is going on here? There. There's a dome here. And then this is actually probably this correct size. That's nice. And then there's more domes over here. The two of them in a row. Heart shapes. They go a little bit higher up. Another dome here, here. Oh, and then there's one over here as well. I will say, caveating this now, I'm probably not going to follow this sketch super closely as I'm working through all of the shapes, just because it's going to be a nightmare to try to match entirely. Also, since I feel like this is just supposed to be a rather general artistic representation from Drovio about what the Citadel looks like, so I'm not going to, as long as I get the vibe of it, it's very bulgy, bulbousy, and I get some of the spires feeling correct. That's kind of all that I really care about. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, in terms of background, I think that's suitable for stage background. So there's a couple of other arches over here and over here. But we got the big gate here. Yeah. We have this. It's good. And then we'll do another layer for oh no. Before I keep going, let me name my layers. So stage sketch. Del sketch. Name this one characters. All right. So we have. I mean, I know I put Hornet's head in the stage thing. It's fine. Characters. We'll do. Ooh, I should probably actually look up Drovio again. Oops. All right. Where do we go? Here we are. Bosses. Drovio, where are you? Do you have that pointy face that I had? Yes. Yes, he does. Whether that's an actual pointy face or that's a just the face peeking out from the fur, up for debate. It doesn't really matter. Either way, we'll do oh god. Robio. Dramatic lunging pose. And out here, holding a presentation of Hornet's Needle. Trying to defeat the boss of Citadel. That's not the correct orientation of that. Again. Ooh, actually, let's also change up the colors, make it easier for both me and you to see what the sketches are. So let's... Oh, there we go. Do this again, shall we? Oops. Have... Jovial. I'll actually go this way. Lunge going. He is very dramatic, so his that way. arm's way too long now. You know what? Actually, he would have his arm up, like, aha! Their arm coming from the shoulder here. Be holding the needle in one hand, because, you know, of course you can do that. Because it's stage combat, doesn't really matter. That looks like the nail, not the needle. There we go. It's like an on guard kind of. Or does he have his arm down by his hip? Maybe it's down by the hip. I think I'll play around with that and figure it out later. So that's Strobio. Let's rename this. It's not a character sketch, it's a Trobio sketch. And then we have another. Trobio is a little too large, I think, for that. Let's shrink him down just a bit. Move him in a little bit more towards center stage. Probably fine. Then we have, oh, I said Sherma. That's not what I intended. That's fine. I'll do Sherma first. That's, and then Sherma will be what color? Do a blue. Sherma here. Up above her head. I actually don't remember what Sherman looks like either. It's been too long. Okay. PC. What? Did I miss her? Oh, there's Sherma. Oh, gosh. Okay, so here is what I need to do. This is not Sherma. Let's try this again. So we have Sherma with her cloak, hands. That's not right. Okay. Leaning backwards, so she'll have her head will be here. She'll have her hat. be... Okay, wait, now how... In order to make it look like Sherma, she's gonna have to keep the same proportions. So I can't really have her legs or arms be too long. So let's instead... we'll give her a pole to hold. So she'll be holding up the tail at the back end of... We'll have Sherma is just here. She's got her big symbol hat still. We'll have her body, which I think is probably... She's just too low now. She will be holding something. She's too small. Oh, those proportions are terrible. That's fine. It's a sketch. And we'll have chakra. Chakra gets to be a yellowish orange. Are also holding a pole, maybe? That. That way we can see her rings. Then we have the Widow, which will be... Let's do a gray sketch. So we'll have poles up here. And the... I know she doesn't have a mouth, but this is just kind of me envisioning how they would interpret it for a stage play. They'd have... Oh, you know what? Actually, they would probably have separate poles for the arms, for the claws. So Sherma would actually have, or Chakra, why do I keep getting them confused? Would actually have, oops. Her arms out here. This with the thick of the arm. This doesn't feel like something Chakra would do. She's more of a warrior than a performer, but that's fine. I don't mind. So actually, I'm gonna mimic the like a dragon or lion warrior dance. It would be, you can see chakra through a mouth of sorts. Legs hanging down in the background. So actually, think about this. His arm would be visible because it would be in front of things. Probably, actually. Repose. Be here. Does that seem correct? Oh, I got rid of the boss. Oops. Where's the widow? What other things does the widow have? Oh, the false needle things on the back. All right. I do think that's a funny idea. I think that's what we'll do. I'll probably have to make the... Actually, you know what? Well, if we just... This a little bit shorter. Just a bit. So she doesn't actually go off the top of the stage. Alright, is there any other characters that I really want to add? I like a bunch of the characters, but I don't think there's anybody else. NPCs. Lord Daughter Frey. No, don't like Grendel. Screw you, Krat. Not. I wonder if I can get some of the fleas in there. That could be fun. I think we'll reference the 12th Architect for the way that the claws are made for the Widow creature. Lace doesn't feel like it makes sense. I don't know enough about the Green Prince, even though he looks pretty cool. Have I met Stath? I don't know if I've met... Yeah, no, I think that's probably it for the characters that I'd like to include. Yeah, all right. We'll do that as the base of the sketch then. All right. So, oh, did I mute your music again? Whoopsies. I didn't mean to print. Go away, thank you. I did, my bad. Oh no, we're here. Okay. It was just very quiet. Okay. cool. So that is going to be the plan, I think, for painting. In terms of how I want to paint it, I think probably working from the background forward. So I will block in, I think, all of the colors for the characters, or rather, we'll do a color sketch, and I think that will probably take the rest of the time because I'm trying to work more slowly in more detail today. So we'll probably take our time and do a couple of color sketches, maybe for the background and the characters in front, just so we have an idea of, excuse me, what things are going to look like. Yeah, sounds good. So with that in mind, I will be right back. I want to refresh my coffee because I am feeling still rather tired, but I will be back shortly. So hang on for 30 seconds to a minute. All right, I'm back. Got my refreshed coffee, and then let's make a plan of attack. So first things first, I think I definitely want to follow my process from the previous 2 weeks of doing some just like real rough color sketches of everything, just so I can see how things look all together, because we'll have a bunch of different colors of characters really on stage. So I want to make sure I have a background that kind of matches. Excuse me. And also feels like it's being lit like a stage would be. So probably a couple of spotlights on the characters on stage. So I mean, with that in mind, let's also make sure that I can probably hide my reference for now. Let's make sure I have my layers properly named. So this one will be name this one. What's the paint sketch? Paint sketch 1, because I'm going to do a couple of them probably. So we'll go underneath everything else. We'll actually just quickly group them together. Oh, quick group. Let's name this sketches. We'll lock it so I don't accidentally change it. And then the paint, grab this. Ooh, okay, so let's do just a quick dark, probably pretty desaturated blue. Where's my paint bucket? Fill that in. Probably want it darker, actually. Feels better. Okay, and then we'll do brush. Oh, need the references back already. Reference back here. Okay. So it's really actually not colored at all. It's really just dark black, which honestly makes sense. That said, yeah, okay, let's remove all color, make it real dark. Go back to a little bit of color, back to the brush. For brass or bronze for these areas. Probably too colorful, but that's And then Sherma will be this. Oh, it's far too bright. Chakra. Robio is this red, vibrant red. Brush. Oh, that was bad. That's fine. Weird. Okay. Wait, what is playing? What is happening? Where's that audio coming from? Is that... heck? Wait, the wiki plays music in the background? Why? That's so weird. Okay. That's... Alright. That's solved, I hope. Goodness. Apologies for anybody who was confused about that as I was. so this is just the basics of the colors, which... Oh, I haven't actually finished putting everything in. Okay, and then what? We got some gray curtains. And the stage is, call it a brown. I mean, that's fine. It's not really jumping out at me as something that I want to paint and color in. I mean, there's also going to be probably the airbrush. Lighting on top of this. Brighter light on top of do some spotlights on Strobio. Maybe it is just a harsher light. Still, the color-wise, and not feeling super inspired by that. I do think to keep it easier on myself, I'll keep the colors pretty true to the characters themselves, maybe. But I do want to add a bit more like vibrancy to the play stage, because it's supposed to be a fun representation of like a fight in the game. So let's actually just duplicate this. Layer, and we'll grab the. Let's see. We want to make it a different. Okay, what color do we not have? We don't really have a green in there. Green will probably make everything pop out too much. I kind of want to keep the background relatively neutral. I need to make Sharma pop out a little bit more, I think. We got colors around this area, which will contrast pretty well with colors back here. So maybe I don't actually want to change things too much. Especially for like the background where I want it to be probably mostly just less vibrant. So if we just do a lighter there. I mean, not upset with that change. We'll maybe readjust the bottom of the stage as well. Nope, that color. The gray. Instead of like a wooden stage, we'll do like a metal with a... What is the... Strobio's boss room again? I already forget. Yeah, so it is metal, and there are... Oh, there's the stage lights as well. Of course there are the stage lights. The stage lights. Yeah. So this is much darker than... Which makes sense. Maybe that's... That this just becomes like a... Mostly black, and then we'll just... stick to... this turquoisey dark. Make sure I have the highlights and stuff on it. Convey the negative space. Yeah, and then if we do just a couple of like a little bit less than that, I'm sure, but I think that actually is not terrible. I don't mind that at all. Desaturate the background a little bit further as well, but I think that's kind of maybe the colors that we're gonna aim for, kind of in that realm. I do want the background to be a cooler color, or things that we're not trying to pay attention to be a cooler color, and the rest of the presentation to be a little bit warmer, I think. Or do I want it the other way around? Or do I want everything to just be a warm-ish color? I don't know, actually. We'll do... Do maybe everything... do everything maybe with a kind of more neutral daylight lighting aesthetic is maybe what I want to try to do. We'll do have lights this way. We have lights Robio. We have lights here, lights here. Which actually gives me the opportunity to do a couple of different styles of lighting. Strobio has the fireworks and stuff that come out of the stage. So maybe we'll do some warmer secondary light from below. cooler light from above. I don't know. I think maybe again, because I'm not trying to force myself to get this done in the 2 hours of the stream. I think maybe I'll just start working on the characters themselves, just as the base colors, and just paint them as best I can, and then tie them all together with lighting at the end. Because again, it's digital painting. I have the luxury to do so. So maybe that's what I end up doing. Yeah. So with that in mind, let's actually just start with some of the elements of the scene that I'd like. So which do I like better? Like, this one feels better, darker, a little bit more pop for the characters in the front, which is what I'd like. So let's start with the background. So, oops, too many layers. That's fine. And this will just be the full dark okay, darker brush. Variation in color. Okay. Oh, background's too far above, I think. Ooh, that's more color than I thought. Do I hate it? I don't hate it. I don't mind it. We'll keep it for now. Do the page. Stage next. Eyes. Hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no, I haven't saved it yet. Uh-oh. What's today? 6, 6, 19. Oh. Save before we lose it. Oh, good, and that fixed my problem. Perfect. So we have the stage. Hide sketch. Okay. And then we'll do the block it of Rubio. We're gonna do a couple of layers for Trobio. I do want to be able to, to rearrange things as we go. Trobio head. And then we'll do body. Do the sword or the needle. Oh, I hit it. That's why. Okay. This is good enough. Let's rename all these before I forget. Body. Trobio head. The needle. And then we'll group them together. Rename the group to Trobio. Great. Okay. We have that. Next. Let's do chakra. Once again, we'll do another layer for the head. The body. Okay, and then we'll do arms separately as well, so I can rearrange them. This one goes behind the body. Again, rename head. Body. That's what, chakra left arm? Okay. We can group those together. Rename the group to chakra. I guess I don't need to show you the art stream reference for a while. We'll do what? Sherma next. Which this is too vibrant for Sherma. This is not. Do again the arms separate layer so I can rearrange those, and then the head is another separate layer. Okay. It also has a white face, right? Maybe not quite as vibrant as that, but a lighter head. Okay, so we'll rename things again. Sherma head. Sherma arms. Sherma body. Again, group it all together. Oops. Rename that to Sherma. Great. Get rid of the sketches. We have them there. That's great. They're standing in front of the stage, which is not correct. So we can put the stage in front of everybody else, which is fine. Because the legs aren't long enough. All right. I think it looks pretty good. We have those folks blocked in. Color-wise, I think it is still looking pretty good. We got the cool background, which contrasts nice enough with the rest of the colors on the characters, which is good. I just need to really paint in the details in the background as well. And then we'll just do a quick, oops. Just a quick lighting layer, just for fun, just to see how it would look if we screen. Pretty nice, pretty bright. Airbrush. Yeah. I think that gives the vibe of it being on stage pretty well. And on stage and a little bit of atmospheric, which I think is definitely the vibe that they would be going for. Yeah, okay, and then the last layer that I'd like to make, let's call it, the last thing that I'd like to do is just do the rough paint for the, what's the name, for the widow. Do layer that has to go behind these guys. Darker grayish color, because it'll be behind them. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good for a rough sketch for the end of today. Let's save that And then we'll pick up from here next time. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about the progress for today. I'm excited to continue to dive into this and really start to refine a lot of the details for a lot of the characters and the background, of course. But we'll do that next week, I think. Let me just make sure everything is cleaned up today. All my layers are named properly. They are not. I need to name this. This is Widow front. Then this is Widow back. And then I should probably actually... all of these characters are... oops. All these characters are the Widow. Right, because if I hide them all, that's good. Because I want them all to move together. Then that's the front, and the back, and then we got the characters in between. Alright, that feels pretty good for the layer selection. I do feel like everybody needs to be a little bit smaller. So if we just do just a little bit there, and then Shrobio as well. Need to be a little bit smaller. View over. Center you a little bit more. Stage. Yeah. That looks good. I think that reads pretty well as a play version of Trobio fighting the Widow. Yeah. I'm excited to keep working on this next week. I hope you all have a great weekend. If you were here to see me paint today, thanks for hanging out. I'll be back on Monday to continue the playthrough of Silksong proper, starting at about 9:30 in the morning. And then next week I will continue with the painting. Until then, hope you have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.